uh frame right here. Excuse me. I bought this one from Dollar Tree, and it's a 14-inch, and I don't mind that it's smaller than what I normally use. Normally I would get either like a 16 or 24. But I do want to show you this. I don't think it was like this when I purchased it, and I hope this doesn't happen with the one that I'm using. But I mean, you're getting it from a dollar store, so you kind of have to, if they break and tear up, I guess you kind of have to go with it. But I noticed I got ready to use this one today, and this ring right here has come loose, but that's an easy fix. I think I have some floral wire here that I'll kind of wrap that up and maybe even hot glue it and stuff like that to try to secure it back. Okay, so you will need, this is just some extra burlap I had from when I did those couple of braid wreaths. So I'm like, I want to go ahead and use this up. I have so much mesh and everything at the house. I just wanted to use what I have. I do have this floral wire that I'm using, and I use that. Let me see if I can get my nails look horrible. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there we go. So that's what I'm using, and then I just have my scissors and everything. So what I did is I just secured this to the end. And probably not the best way to secure, but I think it's on there pretty good where it won't come off. I might have to I didn't cut it yet or anything like that, but I just kind of intertwined almost like I sewed it on there. I don't think that will come off, but I do have little strips of burlap here that I cut. When I did the braid wreath, I had extra ones left over. So, let's see. I might try to secure that down just a little bit more. I can tie that on there, because I want to make sure this doesn't come off. Okay. I'm trying to just use what I have around the house. I don't have any twine. If you had twine or something like that, you could probably, that may work a little bit better. But I don't have that. So I'm just trying to secure this to the wreath as best as I possibly can. And I think that will work. Okay. Alright, that part is going to be covered up, so I'm not going to stress over that too much. Okay, so what you do is each one of these parts, you're going to push up your burlap. And I think the hardest part of this is just getting started. Okay. So you push each one up through. This Dollar Tree has 3 different spaces in it. Some of them have 4. I think if you get them from one of the other stores, you pay a little bit more money for them. I believe those have 4, but the Dollar Tree only has 3. So I'm going to try to get my little bubbles close to the same height. I don't know if I'm going to stress about that. I'm not one for measuring things. Okay, so there is going to be my first 3. And really what I'm doing is just pushing it all down. It's going to wind up being bunched up. Okay, so it's not perfect. I'm not going to stress about it too much. Alright, so as you bunch this up in the back, you're going to twist it and then bring it back through the very first one that you started with. Okay, bring this back. Alright, get your first bubble. Go to your second one. I'm going to sit this down a little bit. It's kind of hard to hold this. Show it to you at the same time. And then move to the very last one. Okay. So there are the 3. And then you do the same thing. You just push it, you scrunch it. Almost like a little scrunchie for your hair. Twist it again. Okay. And then do like you did before. Come back to the very first one and pull up and through. Okay. Alright, so you have that there. Let's sit that down. I'm going to go to the next one in the middle. Pull this up. Alright, I don't want too much in the end like that. Alright, so see they're kind of uniform in size. And then go back through the third one, which is the last one, the inner one. Pull your burlap through. Okay, I try to make sure they're close to the same size. They may not all be, but they're close to the same size. Okay, and then push up. Okay, so you can see it's already starting to take form. It's already starting to take its shape. And I want to make sure I scrunch it really good. And then twist down here at the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to kind of show you the back. It looks like little knots are starting to form in the back. Alright. Okay, push up again. Through here, through the first one. Alright, so we got our number 1. We're going to go to our second one. Pull up. Alright, kind of make sure they're a little bit the same size as much as possible. Then go to our very last one. Inner one, pull your burlap through. Alright, and then push up. Squish. Squish, 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 squish. And this does take a little bit of work with your hands, trying to hold and then twist and everything. Alright, but you want to make sure that you get enough burlap inside of each one of these spaces. It needs to be very tight. I apologize for getting my camera. I'm trying to watch the camera and also me pulling these things through. Alright, go to the last one again. Alright, pull all the way through. And if you have too much in one, just pull. That's all you have to do is pull. We can fix some of that. And then push it up. Okay? So you see it's already starting to have the little bubbles to it. I'm getting ready to run out of this one. As you can see right here. That's the end. So I think it did really good because I will need to start. I'm going to try to use all of this one in this one section. And this actually won't take very long. It's taking me a little bit longer because I'm just trying to show you the process that I'm using. And see, that's actually pretty tight right there. Just that little bit right there is already pretty tight. Okay. I have a little bit more on here. I wonder if I can push this down. Push this down and twist it and see if I can get some more of this inside of here. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to finish the rest of that. But that's what we have so far. So I'm going to tie this together. Alright, so all you do is you get your two ends together. Like that. And you can get your wire. I'll show you both of them. You get your wire, just cut you off a piece of that. Okay, you could just thread this through just like you know, you would sew something together. So you can thread it through this way. This is a very thin piece of wire. They do have heavier wire that you could use. Alright, and then just twist this around just to make sure it doesn't come loose. And then, or like I said, I have little pieces of burlap from a wreath that I did before, the braid wreath. And you can kind of separate these, stick this through here, go to the other side, do the same thing, stick this other piece through there. Okay. And then just tie this, and this would probably work a little bit better if you did have like a piece of twine or a string or something like that. It would probably work a little bit better, but again, I'm trying to use things that I have here at the house that I don't have to go out and buy anything else to do this. I have so much here at my house already, so I'm trying not to go out to buy anything else. Okay, so let's push this down, and I'm gonna send that through here and pull it up. And I'm not worried about that showing because these loops will cover all of that up. Then I'm gonna go through my last one. And it is really, really tight. It's really hard for me to bring that through there. But that's okay. And then I'm going to push some of that down. Okay. So that is actually one full section right here. All right. And you just do this exact same thing. You twist. And then you go up. It's just starting all over again. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I have finished the entire wreath. Um, I started off with two. I had a half one, about a half left over, and then I had two more. I had to go to the store and buy. Well, I bought a total of four. This is going into my fourth roll right here. You can see how much. This was a 14-inch wire frame to start off with. This was from the dollar store. Remember, this wire frame was from the dollar store. And it's taken me about, I would say, four and a half rolls of this burlap. And please don't buy this. I did get this from Hobby Lobby too. Please don't buy this full price. Wait until it goes on sale, or either use a coupon so that you can get two of them for, you know, the price that you would normally get one, because it's going to take several of these to go through it. This is the back of it, and you can see I kind of pushed these down really tight because this is my first one. I'm not familiar with if this stuff stays in here or not. I'm not sure how it works. So I wanted to make sure that it was full and there's not going to be any mishaps. This is just for me. I'm not giving this to anybody. Not yet. But I want to get to the point to where I do these well enough, excuse me, that I can sell them. So, let me see. Trying to make some room. I have already decided, I think I started right here. I don't know where. Let me see. Trying to find the divider. I'm sorry, my voice does not do this until I start talking. Where is the divider? I think it's there. Can't tell. There it is. Okay, so there is, and it's come loose. I'm not surprised by this. I am finding that these frames, excuse me, these frames from the dollar store do this, but I'm not gonna fret too much about that. I mean, it was only $1. I don't know if if I was going to sell these, I definitely would not purchase them from the dollar store, I don't think. Alright, so I'll just cut that off, and just to secure this a little bit more, I'll kind of take it under there and then probably tie it. I want to make sure that doesn't come loose. So let's see. Let me see. I might go up through here because that whole thing has come loose now. Okay. So I kind of took it through there and then bring it back around and then probably tie it down there. Even though it's just for me, I still don't want it to come loose. So I'm going to do like I did before and just kind of catch all of this. I don't really worry about the back of the wreath because people won't see that part. Tie this and then take it to the bottom. Let's see if I got enough to do that or not. And have a little loop there, so I'm going to take the wire through that loop, both pieces. And if you have your Chanel ties or your zip ties and everything, that may work a little bit better for this. I don't know. Okay. So, and then I'm just gonna kind of twist that. I can do some other things later on to make sure that this is not going to come loose. Again, I am not selling this to anyone. This is going on my door. So this is kind of a learning process for me with this one. Okay, I don't think that's gonna come loose. I might do a little something, maybe hot glue that down a little bit later. Okay, so this is the entire wreath, and I love it. I think this is so pretty. We'll snip some of those so that won't be as visible. But you can see how pretty that turned out. And this is just, again, with $1 wireframe. Just $1 for that. You'll spend most of your money on your burlap, okay? So I don't want anything fancy on here. It's getting ready to come up to fall. So, I mean, this would be perfect on a door just as it is. Or if you find like a little broom, you can put on there. You can start decorating this with Halloween stuff. You can get some pumpkins and put on here. And maybe after I do a few more of these, then I might do that. But what I'm going to do, I just made a little bow. I have all kinds of burlap ribbon. I couldn't figure out which color I wanted to put on here. I also have this one. It's got some like sparkly in it, which I think it's really pretty. If I wanted to jazz it up, you can see how a white might be really pretty on there. Let's see, I do have this red. I have all kinds of ribbons, so the possibilities are endless. I mean, you just kind of decide. But this is some ribbon that I had from another wreath, and I'm not going to fasten it down where I can't get it off because I want to try to make this a little versatile. So I'll put this on here for now, and then as the season comes in, then I think I'll probably add some other things on here. So I'm just going to find somewhere in between here to try to stick. And I wish I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I just didn't even, I looked right at these Chanel sticks, and something told me to get brown, but I'm like, I started looking at a bunch of other stuff and got sidetracked on what else I was looking at. And so I wound up leaving and not buying the brown. They have some Chanel sticks that are the exact same color. Well, they're burlap color Chanel sticks. So I'm just kind of, excuse me, separating this a little bit. And I'm sticking my Chanel stick right down in the middle of there. And it will come out the back here. Okay, and kind of want this to sit up that way more so. And then tie it. I'm not going to hot glue anything because I don't want, this is not going to stay. This is just for now. Fluff it around a little bit. I have to stand up to do this part so I can see, and then just start pulling your bow out. Start pulling it out and fluffing it up. Okay. I'm not the best bow maker in the world. I think I do okay. I've been thinking about buying one of those neat little bow maker contraption things, but I don't know if I want to invest in that or not. I don't know. I don't know if it'll make the bows any better than what I do. Not, like I say, not that I'm an expert or anything, but they don't look too bad. Okay. And hide this and always have my tails. And if you want, you can just sway it here. You know, you can come all the way around and just, you know, sway it around. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to have the bow plain up there. I probably cut more of a tail than I needed to. This is pretty long. But I could actually, I could take that off and then just have 2 sets of tails here. And this ribbon, I purchased it, I got this from my crafters place online, my kind of go-to place when I can't find things in the store. And make sure when you cut that, make sure you do your tails. And this is really a soft, it's more of a fabric ribbon. It's very soft. But I have all this kind of left over because I cut, but I could, you know, stick that up there if I want to, and then have 2 sets of tails coming down. That would be pretty also. So I'm going to put this, hang this up, and then I'm going to let you see what it looks like up on my door. Okay, so here is the wreath, the burlap bubble wreath. It's a 14-inch frame, and that I got from the dollar store again. And the bow turned out really good. I decided to put I had extra piece because this right here was one long piece, and I cut it, and this is what I had left over, and I just thought, okay, well, I'll add it up here at the top to have my 4 ribbon tails kind of hanging down. And I like that. I have to kind of work with it a little bit. But my bow, you know, I keep telling you I'm not the best bow maker in the world, but it works. But there is the final wreath. And I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. Even if you just put it on your door, just the burlap, or even what I think would be cute, and oh, I might have to try that if I do another one of these, is just put like a big initial here, or maybe over to the side with some flowers. Just this plain burlap wreath has so many possibilities. I'm just gaining a lot of love for these, doing these type wreaths, because they're so versatile. You can do a lot of things with them. So I just want to thank you for watching my video. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please make sure you put them down below. Make sure you click the like button as well. And feel free to post this to any type of social media. I do have a Facebook page, which is it's Blessed to Craft Designs on Facebook. And I also have my own shop page as well, where if you like any of these wreaths that I do, you can request them. Any color, whatever size, anything you want. You can go either to my Facebook page or to my my shop page, and you can order one of these wreaths and have on your door. So thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and support that everybody has shown me over my journey that I'm going through with all my crafting and everything. As always, please be blessed.